because it was so violent and disturbing. And I was looking down at my lap or closing my eyes or covering my eyes like 60% of the time. So as we left the theater, I could see in the dark as we rushed out the wide-eyed looks of the other moviegoers looking at us. And so they were either jealous that we had the guts to walk out of this horrible movie, or B, they thought we were huge wimps. And again, it was very dark. It was hard to tell. As for this movie, I could have handled the gore and violence. I mean, I've certainly seen other movies that are gory and violent. If there was more to the movie, otherwise, right? If there was better story and acting. Whew, what a stinker.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Beyond the Gray Media. This is Josh here, out here in the garage, freezing my freaking hands off, man. It's cold. It's cold everywhere. It is so cold. I know we opened last video that way. I'm here to talk about an animals attack video. I'm here to talk about a film that I could not stop thinking about. One that I've been kind of sitting on, thinking about how I wanted to do it, thinking about just this film was very effective, man. And I'm going to say this right now. I don't want people to have to wait. Did I love Primate? Not initially. Okay, we're talking about Primate. We're talking about a chimpanzee animal attack, rabies, Cujo, but with chimpanzees gone wrong. Creature feature. And I'm here to defend creature features. You know how I feel about them and how much I love them. And I cannot get this fucking movie out of my head. I have thought about this movie a stupid amount of time and how badly I want to take my wife to see it in the theater. And I watched it in the D-Box, man. And I haven't had this much fun in a creature feature. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know. I haven't been nervous watching a creature feature film where I was like, oh, this is going to do that. Now, if think John Carpenter's Jurassic Park or something, like think about a John Carpenter stalking suspenseful film meets an animal attack film. Silence of the Lambs, but with monkey. Like, it was so good. I fucking loved it. Now, I'm also annoyed that I loved it that much because there is some terrible writing. There are some problems with this film that I'm not going to completely just ignore. And some of those problems are the script and just the way that it's set up and how annoying the fucking teenagers are. Let me give you the plot. It's so good to see you, man. It's been a minute. So what we have happen here is we got this house in Hawaii, and it's one of the most beautiful kind of like, it's on the island, obviously, because they're in Hawaii, and it kind of like falls off of these cliffs, and it's built into this giant chimpanzee cage that's attached to the house, and it's got free reign of the whole house. It talks on a little machine similar to Congo, and the dude that is the owner of the house is deaf, and apparently his wife had passed away, and she was the owner of this chimp, and his name is Ben. You can probably like spell his name and all those wonderful things. It's a cool setup for the movie, and something falls into Ben's cage one night. We're kind of open with this idea that if a chimpanzee or an animal gets rabies, one of the irrational fears that they have is of water. That's the title scroll, right? And in the opening 5 minutes, we get one of the best kills I've seen in a minute. Not since In a Violent Nature have I been like, holy shit, did they just rip that dude's face? Like, immediately. It was so fucking intense, dude. And then unfortunately we have to sit through this daughter who's going to come home to Hawaii. She's going to bring her friends. We know the traditional setup. We got horrible fucking music, right? Like, not even like 311 bad Hawaiian music, just like poppy, kind of dreamy, just really, really cheesy. And we got to kind of get to know these people, and all we want to do is see them die. That's why we're here. That's why we paid the money. That's why we got the popcorn. Follow the bouncing ball, right? Primate sets up this story to have everybody be ripped off in the most violent, cruel, intense ways, and I am 100% here for it. I had a hell of a time. That's all you need to know. And you also need to note that there is Terrifier level gore, not the whole time in this film. And buddy, it's pretty satisfying. It is pretty sad, and they do not shy away. So when I watched this reviewer a couple weeks ago talking about this film and how they left because it was too gory, baby, that's my bread and butter. I don't mean to like shade any YouTubers and, you know, wonder why a chimpanzee movie would have gore in it. Everybody knows the Oprah Winfrey story. Everybody knows Travis the chimp. Maybe not everybody, but look that up. Go on, sign up for Discovery Plus, right? Watch Fatal Attractions on Discovery, and it's got a couple of monkey episodes. The Travis the chimp story, besides being tragic and sad because what they had to do to this chimp and his quality of life, people get what's coming to them, all right? And now I don't think that the visitor coming to see Travis, I'm going off on a tangent. She did not deserve that, but it's a horrific story. I mean, it is pure horror, and this movie is kind of an homage to that. What happens when nature says, fuck you, buddy, right? You get a little bit of rabies in you, man. This movie is fucking tits. It was so violent. It was so gory, and not only gory, Travis has this axe to grind, and he's able to play games. He's able to like figure out ways to torment these people. And, you know, obviously there's a pool scene, right? This guy must have the most. Anyway, he's a writer, and he writes for deaf folks, and he's kind of got a cool story. And so his house is just magnificent. It is realtor porn, 100%. And it's off this cliffside. And so what happens? Well, when Ben gets bit, they all like run down to the water and they kind of get stuck in the pool. And so then we have this kind of single setting survival kind of film, similar to like almost like The Descent, but in water. Like, it's very, very cool. I can see why people might get bored, but guess what? These girls, they want to party. They want to smoke a little dope. They want to have some beers. And so they start calling people. And unfortunately, the guys that they called don't know that Ben's in the house. So guess what's going to happen? And because the guy's deaf, there's a couple of things that kind of go when he can't answer the phone. He's not sure what's going on. They play off it a little bit. Do they do a great job? Not a great job, but it's really done. It's done really, really well. And I had the best time watching this film. I think if you're just going into a movie to see a movie about a chimpanzee getting rabies and what can happen, this lives up to the billing. This is the goriest movie of the year. I don't think it's going to be the goriest. It's only fucking January. But you usually drop these movies here and you don't expect, think The Wolfman, right? To get this film in January, this is a 7 or 8 out of 10 film. It's got annoying tropes. You're going to get that. You're going to get teenagers getting ripped apart, their faces ripped. I mean, it is incredible. The suspense, man, and watching this thing in the 4D seats or whatever, where they're moving and they're shifting. There is jump scares in this film, and it got me a few times. And I'm not going to say I had sweaty palms, because I was like, I fucking love Creature Features, dude. I was just smiling. I was like, this is awesome. This is, if you're a fan of these, you know they're going to be cheesy. Like, how do you kill everybody by a shark or a spider or whatever it's going to be. You expect a little bit of cheese and some bad writing and some tropes to make sure everybody has just the worst day. And that's what happened in this film, man. Great practical effects. Is it a guy in a suit? Yeah. But does he move exactly like a monkey? He does. Okay. And the mask that he's using and the practical effects, man, the gore when they're, oh my God, there's a scene, and if you know, where they're in the bedroom, there's a red light. It is one of the craziest, most intense scenes. Absolutely loved it, man. I love you guys. I'm going to try to do another video. I know I said that last week, but I've got like 7 movies that I watched. I took the week off and just watched movies, so I feel recharged, man. My horror meter is definitely high. Can't recommend Primate enough. If you don't like gory films, disturbing creature violence, don't go watch a movie about chimpanzees ripping people apart. What did you think? No shade to that YouTuber. She's got a crazy channel. I just stumbled upon it because she said she walked out, and I had to know. So I hate to put her on blast, and it was kind of fun though, just to mess around. Take care of yourselves. Until next time. Cheers.